Welcome to the 2400 Block Podcast with your host, Johnny Ruse.
Hey guys, good morning. Greetings from Walkerville, Michigan. Population is 247. And guess what? There's barely any phone connection or none. And also, Wi-Fi, it doesn't exist here. But if I go beyond here just a couple of miles, maybe, most likely, will be. But as of now, I'm dependent on satellite technology. That's right. I'm able to send messages by pointing my phone towards the sky, right where the nearest satellite is. It could be to my right and it could be to my left, or it could be just above me. Whatever satellites are available. I can't believe that there's so many satellites in our planet already. I mean, it's probably like scattered out around. Well, I can't really say for sure, but I think there are so many satellites right now that it's just going through the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, enough of that. Let me get down to the wire here. Well, tomorrow I'm supposed to be going all the way to New Baltimore, Michigan to see some friends. And that is about 4 hours away from where I am right now. So in order for me to lessen those hours a bit, I have to go back to the hotel that I'm at where I recorded my podcast, and that is an hour away. So if I went back over there, stayed for the night, then I'll be able to drive towards New Baltimore within 3 hours. And that is going to be in the daytime. I would rather drive at that time than in the evening. In the evening, yes, it's quiet. Yes, it's peaceful, but you just got to be on the lookout for wildlife that might be on the road. I almost came across a deer this morning, so at least a deer knows that it shouldn't cross the road. So, yeah, that was like a split second there on almost coming across it, because it saw me and I saw it, and as soon as it saw me, it just turned its way back and didn't cross the road. So I guess I was lucky that time. Well, this is fun. I love driving, especially places that are new. I love taking this Jeep Cherokee. I love driving this Jeep Cherokee. I find it very comfortable, especially with the heated seats behind me. I'm getting spoiled too, as well as the steering wheel. It gets heat as well. And of course, I can always turn on the heater in here, and it heats up really fast. And during the winters, the defroster, they work really good. And yeah, I really love driving this. And hopefully the next vehicle that I'll get is going to be almost as similar to this. So this is how it is, man. And don't forget the Yeti mug, because this comes in handy whether you want some hot coffee or you just want to drink a lot of water. For me today, it's water. So I'll be drinking a lot of water today, just like I did yesterday and the day before. Okay, guys, I'll catch y'all later. We'll see what happens. This is part of my unofficial podcast episode, Michigan edition. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you on the next scene. Okay, I'll catch y'all later. Bye. I decided to record this on the fly. I just traveled 3 hours eastwards to New Baltimore. We just ate dinner at a restaurant in Marine City. It's called Anita's. And let me tell you, it's a great experience just being there. It's a pretty lively atmosphere. You got a good menu of food, but the rest of us somehow ate fish today. I guess because it's Good Friday of all days of the year. Well, it turns out that 3 of the 4 of us got fish and chips. And I've tried different restaurants 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, checking out their fish and chips and how I rank them. So far, this one comes out on top. This fish and chips, pictured right here, looks very delicious, doesn't it? Yeah, I ate all that within 30 minutes. I also had chicken Mexicana soup. That was delicious as well. Welcome to another unofficial podcast episode of the 2400 block. I am on location here in New Baltimore. That's right, New Baltimore. I have not been here since September of 2023. That is almost 2 years ago. I miss the atmosphere over here, very down to earth community. And there's a lot of other neighboring towns along the way, especially right where the Lake St. Clair is. And it's good to just travel right beside the waters. In the background is Canada. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm here. I just driven 3 hours all the way from Grand Haven, where I was from my last podcast episode. And now here I am. I got to say to myself, I'm not even tired yet. Maybe just a little bit. I'm feeling lagged. I don't know why, but somehow, some way, I'm still awake and still going. And I got to say, the fish and chips right here that's pictured, I think that one comes out on top right now compared to the other places I've eaten, especially the one in Grand Haven. So I've just been doing fish and chips the entire time traveling here. It's just fish and chips, and I just want to give it a try. I've always been a fish and chips kind of guy. It's always been the thing for me ever since I was a young kid. So yeah, fish and chips is the way to go. So you're probably asking, like, where am I at right now? What am I doing? Well, I have not gone home yet, as you can see. I'm still out, and I'm hoping to return sometime tomorrow night. Hopefully, it'll be a smooth ride home. And yeah, I just gotta say, this room, it's somebody's room, and she knows it's her room. So this is your room. I will treat it as such. It's something sacred, and I don't want to touch anything around it because everything here absolutely defines this person. This person's name, of course, is none other than Gold. Gold, this is your room. It's an honor to be in your room, although you're not presently here with us. I know you're in school. You're in, I guess you're in Michigan Tech. I don't know if I said it right. Hopefully that's the right university. If I messed up, my apologies. Sometimes I just jump into conclusions. It was so funny a few days ago when I was recording my last podcast. I'm glad I was able to edit it out. I was able to say, welcome to South Haven, Michigan. I'm not sure if that's a real place, but the real name was Grand Haven. So I was able to do a slight edit on the last episode, and I'm glad I did. So it would be embarrassing to say South Haven if South Haven does not exist. I think I can ask Alexa here. Hey Alexa, is there a South Haven, Michigan?
South Haven, Michigan is a city in Van Buren County, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
It is located 80.8 miles from Chicago, Illinois. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for your feedback.
You're welcome. So that's Alexa over there. She was able to answer my question. And yeah, South Haven does exist. I'm here wearing this old Michael Jordan t-shirt. Yes, I have been a lifelong Jordan fan. I've been wearing this shirt now for so many years. I bought this shirt way back in 1991. That is a long time ago. It is now 2025. So this shirt is now going to be 34 years old. I'm still wearing the threads. There's just about maybe 3 tiny holes in it. So yeah, that just comes to show that Michael Jordan is still relevant, at least to me anyways, and to many of those who have grown up witnessing this great athlete. Yes, so yeah, Michael Jordan still exists here. So, okay, guys, what else can I say here on this podcast? Okay, so the last footage you saw too was me being in a small town about an hour away from Grand Haven. It's called Walkerville, population 247. And for the first time ever, I was relying on satellite to do my text messaging because the signal was so bad. There was no internet. There was no cellular signal. So I didn't know what to do, especially for the next few hours. So I was able to look at the settings on my phone and rely on satellites, and I have to like point my phone in a certain way, just like I've said in the video there when it happened. And it was a very, very interesting experience all its own, and I was able to get that going. And the funny part was, just a few hours after I used satellite text messaging, is that the phone itself got an LTE signal. It has one bar, still good enough to get things going on my phone, still good enough to keep me amused on the screen. So I was able to do all that, as you saw. It was a cold day, and as you can see, the town itself is not, it's just like just a neighborhood with a few stores here and there, including a Family Dollar right across the street. So yeah, that was interesting. Just as I was when I'm in Illinois and I see all these little less populated towns. That's a part of America. That's something I've come to appreciate and admire, because whenever you travel across America, you get to see different perspectives. Not all of us are alike when it comes to our lifestyles. Yeah, we may look different, we may speak different, we may act different, we may have different point of views, yet we're still American. And that's the really cool thing. And I sense a lot more commonalities with everyone despite that. All of us just want to get through the workday in our surroundings. Sometimes it could be somewhere far from home, yet you have that comfortability, the ability to just reach out to people, to have a dialogue with them, like I said in my last episode. And that's what America needs. America needs that. America needs to reach out to each other instead of being divided. It just seems like the media is really trying to hype it up when it comes to divisions, when it comes to tensions and that sort of thing. I wish that all of us could get back to the lifestyle that we had in the 80s, 90s, and so forth. But it just seems like because of social media and the internet in general, it just makes the situation even more larger than life. It makes things even worse because information is being passed around, and it can highly influence not just the individual, but also communities and just a large, massive number of people. As you can see, what's been happening in the news, everything involves large crowds being dispersed, causing disturbance, causing chaos. Yeah, you see a lot of that going on. So yeah, we're living these tough times. I cannot imagine how it would be in the next 20 years. Imagine what it would be like for the next 20 years. It would be I really don't know, guys. I remember 34 years ago when I said it's getting worse, and it was only 1992, and you see the Rodney King being beaten by the cops, and Watts is on fire. People were revolting, and now it's almost the same thing. But there's a lot to what's going on right now, as many people are reporting what's happening in their communities, what's happening around them. And now it's not the media controlling things anymore, but it's also us. We're getting to witness things unfold, and we're being able to share that information on social media. And social media is a very powerful tool. Let's not forget that. It is a very effective, powerful tool. Sorry, guys, if my voice sounds kind of hoarse. It's because I'm starting to get sick. I can feel it in my throat. I know it's affecting my breathing. So, guys, just might have to deal with that. So, yeah, my apologies. And I do hope that I get better within 24 hours or 48 hours, because I do have to go to work on Sunday. I'll be starting a new job. It's definitely not ride sharing. I gotta admit though, ride sharing well, it wasn't really time consuming, but it really took a lot of my mileage as well as the vehicle's performance while trying to be of service to people. And I have no regrets having formed some sort of relationship with my riders. All of them have been great. I am very thankful for the many hundreds of 5-star ratings that I've had. It's amazing to see it go like that. I think it was about 500, maybe 600 rides that I had with 5 stars, and maybe one or two did not give me 5 stars, but it's okay. But I'll just round it off. I believe it was 4.99 last time I saw my number. So yeah, it's very closer to 5. So that I'm very grateful for. Okay, so I'll be working for a retail chain, and yeah, I look forward to the challenge. I embrace the challenge, and of course, you want to remain very positive minded, and that's the way to get through the workday. Sometimes there's just so much weighing in on your shoulders, a lot of things just messing up your mind, but somehow you just got to remain focused, dedicated, committed to the work. And that's what I plan on doing when this job opportunity comes along, this position that I'll be getting myself into. So I look forward to that. And the same thing can be said about life, man. We just gotta enjoy everything we can right now. Because if we don't, guess what? It's like you haven't lived to the full potential. If you don't, then it seems like your life is just wasted. So it's best to go out in the blaze of glory, feel very positive minded, be very friendly, be very courteous, be very respectful, be very civil, even at the times right now where it just seems out of place. So guys, let's keep it going positive. And that's all we can do really to our loved ones, to the people we're closest with, to the people we're working with professionally, to even those neighbors that you're shopping in the grocery store and having the chance to interact with them. Despite how different we may be, it's always good to just remain focused and just getting through the day on a more positive pace. Anyways, this is it for today. I am here in New Baltimore. I'm going to enjoy whatever I can before I have to leave tomorrow in the afternoon. I'll be back in the Chicagoland area. Hopefully it'll be a smooth ride, and we'll see from there. All right, guys, you take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks for checking out this episode of 2400 Block Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.